Ahoy, all of you flick freaks out there, what is going on? My name is Andrew. We're here with another reaction video. This is something new for us here, and I'm kind of excited for it. So, for a while now, I've had some fans in the comments section saying that they'd like to see me or Aaron compete on Schmoedown, which I've loved that show for a long time. It's amazing. If you've never watched Schmoedown, I highly recommend it. It is brilliant. And then a couple weeks ago, we were lucky enough to actually have Christian Harloff be a guest on the Sift Pop podcast. And that got me thinking, because he said that people actually do reaction videos to the Schmoedown and they like to play along just to test their movie trivia knowledge. And I thought, you know what, why don't I do that? Just to test the water, see what you guys think of this, me doing a reaction video to the Schmoedown. If you'd like to play along, it's a lot of fun, and I highly recommend it. Today, it's going to be Clarke, Wolfe, and the man himself, Mark Ellis, who is one of the people over there at Schmoedown, or Schmoedown, apology. I say we just see how we would fare up against them. So, without further ado, here we go.
There's a championship match coming up. We are going to take on the winner.
There is still a path to victory. We are here to
erase team
villains
action
and bring back heroes.
You can throw anybody you want at me. I'm going to hold on to this thing for years until finally somebody has to like forcibly retire me to be like, okay, Hector, we need other people to play.
I can't stop here. You can't just get here and then stop.
Jeremy
go for
John.
Hector. So Hector, it's you and me, man.
Christian Harloff. This is the match I've wanted since I started in the Schmoedown.
I get texts from you all the time how much you want a title match, and it's pretty ironic that you actually have to beat me in order to get one.
I beat you twice already.
I'm shocked, and I
So
beat
that
you
you
once.
get Dan next. For a year, I fought my ass off to get a shot at Dan, and I beat him.
But I'm happy to take you and Merle on.
You want to do this?
That's
the
fine.
triple threat. So he's going to give me a shot at that belt at Collider Collision. We're going to make this a triple threat.
I love it. I love everything about it. This needs to be a network show. Like, it needs to get picked up by somebody. It is that good.
I know that he has, I'll let him speak on this, but I know he's got reservations about competing in singles.
Well, yeah, I don't have any reservations about playing. I'm not ducking anybody. I want to let other people get a shot at glory. At all the glory that Baby Carrots has, other people should get to enjoy that, Emma. So I might pop in here or there occasionally down the road, kind of like Eddie Murphy when he shows up at a comedy club. He's usually not there to do stand-up, but it's still cool to see a legend.
Hey, I saw John back there. I didn't see Greg, though. Maybe he was there. There she is, classic Clarke Wolfe.
I want to go all the way.
She knows her horror movies. Yep, there she goes. So who do I think is going to take it? Well, if they get lucky and it falls in horror, then I think Clarke has got this one wrapped up. I don't know what Mark's strengths are, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
What's up,
Maybe
everybody?
he's just
Good
like
to
a...
be here, man. Good to have you on the desk. Come on. Dude, and what a
what
match
is it?
for you to
A
be
master
here
of
for,
none,
because
but
you know
a
experience both of these competitors
traitor of
here.
all.
You've got
What's that
classic
saying? It's
Clarke
a...
Wolfe, who has been an absolute superstar in
Tinkers,
this league.
yeah, see, she
Competition,
is like
singles
hardcore into
competition.
horror
She's the Rookie
films.
of the Year
So.
last year, and she's going up against my partner in crime, guy who helped me build this league, Mark Baby Carrots Ellis, who has not been seen in singles competition since his loss to Dan Merle in December of last year.
In the Spectacular.
Yeah.
I mean, he put up a good fight. He ran through the ultimate Schmoedown. I mean, I fought him in the Schmoedown. I fought both these competitors in the Schmoedown last year. Two great fights. The first time I fought Clarke Wolfe, she mowed me down like a lawnmower in the happening. And Mark Ellis always shows up. And, you know, he got Junior as his last question.
Right.
Didn't see it coming. I thought I would put up a better fight against Mark Ellis. My second fight against Clarke Wolfe, listen, they're both amazing competitors. They know their stuff. They come in here guns blazing. They are tops in this league.
They are tops in this league, and that's why they're indeed fighting one another. You've got Clarke Wolfe, who is the #4 ranked competitor, and Mark Ellis, who is the #5 ranked competitor. So you've got the two of them right now as they are going head-to-head, and it means a lot because it does. The question is, where do they both go? Mark Ellis, if he could have some ring rust, we don't know. He's won the Ultimate Schmoedown 2 years in a row, teams in 2015, then last year 2016. Clarke Wolfe, what is she going to do next? Is she going to continue and go for that run again for a singles championship? There's so many questions to be asked.
And the last time we saw Clarke Wolfe, she was fighting her team partner Mark Riley
for a shot at the belt, and he went on to win the belt, and that was a very close match.
I know.
Clarke Wolfe has been a trailblazer in this league and has done so many things. I mean, you look at like a competitor like Rachel Cushing, who has just been a potential rookie this year, has given credit to what Clarke Wolfe has accomplished.
Weirdly enough, she wrote The Lord of the Rings.
she absolutely did. But we have two competitors here that are legends and are already in the Schmoedown, and to have them go head-to-head, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Mummy,
And they said as much.
I just noticed that little
So anyway,
bottle.
it looked like a can of shaving cream. Turns out it was dinosaur embryos. Oh, hi, I'm Mark Ellis. Welcome to my most recent victory in the movie Trivia Schmoedown.
So this is my first singles match back since I played my partner, Mark Riley, for a title shot, and he won, and it was a close match, and if there's anyone I was going to lose to, I'm glad that it was him.
I have children who adore me stop me daily and say, hey, Mark, aren't you worried you're going to be rusty? You haven't competed in singles in so long. Are you kidding? You know where I haven't been in 6 months? McDonald's. Did I forget how to order a quarter pounder? Hell no. And today, I'm shopping Clarke Wolfe on the menu. She's Hamburglar, and I'm Mayor McCheese.
After Rookie of the Year last year, I think there was a lot of expectations put on my shoulders, which is fine. I think I can handle it. But now playing Ellis, I think this will be a good competitive, hopefully close match. I think I go into the singles always hoping that it's going to be close, if nothing else. And he's going to be a tough one to beat.
Clarke Wolfe has been one of the best competitors the movie Trivia Schmoedown has ever seen, and I'm honored to compete against her today. The dogs are buddies, I'm friends with her, and I'm sure we're going to patch things up after the mauling that's about to take place today. It's not her fault, it's just that I'm baby carrots, and I don't lose these kind of things.
Mark Ellis, I've known you the longest of all of the Schmoes. I love you. You are an incredible competitor, and I'll be lucky if it's a close match today. So good luck.
Oh, that's actually
Clarke Wolfe,
sweet.
you're an absolute legend. You're a Hall of Famer in the movie Trivia Schmoedown. Problem is,
I thought that Mark was.
I built the Hall of Fame.
I thought that Mark was gonna tear her a new one in that little smack talk there, and she's gonna be like, "Oh, you're so nice and sweet," and Booker T.
What's up, guys? It's Booker T, WWE Hall of Famer, 6-time world champ, and we're here on the Schmoedown. And this week, guys, I got 2 words for ya. Baby
Carrots.
carrots. Now, can you dig that? Hey, guys, that's the Schmoedown for you this week. But hey, check out Reality of
Booker
Wrestling.
T.
Every Sunday we download new episodes. Get some, want some, and I know you can dig that, sucker.
Are you ready, sucker?
We weren't expecting a lot of smack
No,
talk there,
of course
obviously. Clarke giving a lot of credit to Mark Ellis. Mark Ellis giving a lot of credit and cracking some jokes, as we know he would.
She's classy.
She's classy. He is the carrot man, and we are ready to get this thing going.
Let's do it.
All right, so the tail of the tape, there you go. Mark Baby Carrots Ellis. If Star Wars is on there, he's going to be pretty good at that. If 80s movies or comedies are on there, look out. And obviously, cracking jokes and wearing
I know Christian
suits similar to you.
loves
he
his
hates
Star Wars
sleeves on
movie. I
his
didn't
shirts.
know
That's
Mark
not
did.
Not a big fan. Loves cargo shorts, too.
Does love
Flowing
those
chest
cargo
hair.
shorts
It's unfortunate.
and exposed chest hair. And then we have
Yikes.
classy Clarke Wolfe. Strengths are obviously horror/thriller.
/blood.
That's right. Dramas are another one that she is really good at there, too. And just being the classiest lady in town. All strengths right
All
there.
class,
for her.
all class.
All right, are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
And ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie Trivia Schmoedown. Introducing first, representing Schmoes No,
Here it
with a
comes.
record of 5 wins, 2 defeats. He is the 2016 Ultimate Schmoedown winner and the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown team champion, the number 5 ranked contender, Mark Baby Carrots Ellis. There he is.
Look Look at that suit.
He's back.
Look at that suit. Look at him go.
This is so new. He's like, what is it?
Look at him. Is that Richard Simmons doing no sleeves?
No sleeves.
Of course. Mark, that's my blazer. Please get that dry cleaned. I appreciate that. Thanks, sir.
We haven't seen Mark Ellis in singles competition for 6 months.
You know, the last time I saw this character was on Jane Fonda's Working Out. He looks pretty good there. Yeah.
No, he reminds me of Tony.
Bright orange.
What was his name?
It really does.
I feel
The
like
Gazelle.
Dan Marino 1984, Josh.
Yeah. Hey,
He just needs that long ponytail. He's got the whole thing going. That's what he needs.
Representing the Wolves of Steel with a record of 4 wins, 3 defeats. She is the 2016 Rookie of the Year and the number 4 ranked contender, Classy Clarke Wolfe.
Just classy.
Look at that classy lady. Nice
Dressed
little
to impress.
to baby carrot.
She got the blood-colored heels.
It's it's American flag.
It really is.
Red, white,
and blue. Clarke Wolfe screams freedom.
She really does.
Yes.
America.
Exactly.
America.
Exactly.
All right, so here we go. It's round number 1. It works like this. The competitors will get 8 questions. They're going to write their answers on the board.
I don't have a
They will show
whiteboard
it
or anything to
to
write on,
the
so I'm just
camera
going to have
when it
to
is time for
answer
them to
before
answer. 1 point
they do.
apiece, 15
So
seconds to answer. The
let's see how we do.
rule,
I just realized I
meaning you
didn't put
have
any
3
wax
times
on my
during
mustache
the entire
today.
match that you can ask to repeat the question. Also, remember the challenge rule. Don't forget the challenge rule. If there's something that you don't agree with or you think that there is something that the judges are missing, you can challenge. If it's overturned, then you will not lose your challenge. If it is, then you will lose
stretch
the challenge.
on.
All right.
And don't forget, if they get all correct, every single question correct, they
Get
get
bonus.
a bonus question.
That is absolutely
well.
right. All right, and also remember this, guys, too, that for people who are wondering, I have no access to the documents in round number 2 and 3. That'll be all Josh Makuga. Round number 1, however, I will be administering the questions to both of the competitors. All right.
Administering, I believe it's administering.
What I say, don't worry about
It's
it.
all good.
All right, call me JTE, and I have my own rule today, and that's try to get through this alive. All right, here we go. Clarke Wolfe, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Mark Ellis, are you ready?
Chock full of beta carotene. What is it, a bank in here? Let's make some noise.
I love it. Love it.
Round number 1, here we go, in the category of action adventure.
Oh, I'm not good at this.
Who directed the 2014 Scarlett Johansson starring action flick Lucy?
Oh, dear God.
That would be
Little
Fifth
Lucy.
Element
Big
and
deal.
Leon,
Big
the
fan of
professional
juicy
director,
Lucy. I don't know, it's a
Luc
hamburger.
Besson.
I would have rather had that.
I'm
than
off
see
to a
that
good
movie.
start.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
L-U-C-B-E-S-S-O-N.
Interesting.
4, 3. You don't like being on this side of it, huh? 3, 2,
Wait, that is right, isn't it?
and
Yeah,
1. Pens
I think it
down,
is. Yeah,
please.
no, that's
Clarke
right.
Wolfe.
Luc Besson.
That's
Woo!
correct. Mark Ellis.
Luc Besson.
There you go.
With
Tie game.
French accent.
Tie
No
game.
extra points for the French accent,
All
Mark.
right, here we
Who's
go.
Luca Besson?
Oscar movies for your second category here. What 2002 movie garnered Oscar nominations for writer Charlie Kaufman and his fictional brother Donald? Good old Donald.
I never had a brother named Donald. You?
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah. I have a cousin named. Nope, don't even have one of those.
You have somebody you know. You've been to a wedding with someone named Donald.
Yeah, I got a
5,
buddy from home.
Man on the Moon?
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Mark Ellis.
American Splendor?
It's incorrect.
Ooh.
Clarke.
Don't forget that voiceover narration is cheating. It's adaptation.
That is correct. I like it. Whoa. Clarke Wolfe. Get another point there. All right, now we get
She is
into
2
I was
for
writing
2.
too
Well,
long.
question number
Classy.
3.
One for
question
one.
number 3
That's not
here in the
good.
category of fantasy sci-fi. Who played the mild-mannered, bumbling bureaucrat Wickes Van Demure in District 9? District 9. You see that one?
What
I
is
did,
his name?
Big fan.
Charlton
I did.
Copley.
I did.
Charlton
Big fan of
Copley.
The Bronze.
Oh, yeah.
The
Yeah,
Bronze
yeah,
there
yeah,
in the
yeah.
District 9.
5,
I'm not cheating. I got a
4,
text message.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Clarke Wolfe.
Charlotte Copley.
That's correct.
Well done.
Mark Ellis.
Charlton Copley.
Oh,
Correct.
wow.
There you go.
Here we go.
3, 2.
I interviewed him one
All right,
time.
here we go. Next
2
question.
pound-for-pound fighters fighting it out.
Next category of new releases. Name one of the 3 veteran actors that starred in the Zach Braff-directed heist movie Going in Style.
Oh, dear Lord.
Weird known fact, I was a subscribing patron of In Style magazine
Starred
back in
in the
2003.
Are they still a thing?
Yeah, I think
Braff
so.
made a heist
3,
movie?
My bad on that one.
Going in
2,
style?
1.
Oh,
Pens down and
okay.
Mark Ellis.
Morgan
I'm
Freeman.
writing
Morgan
smaller than
Freeman.
I want. Michael Caine.
That's correct.
Wow.
Clarke Wolfe.
Kevin Kline.
That's incorrect. That's another movie that was close to it, but it was either Michael Caine, Morgan Freeman, or Alan Arkin.
Ooh.
All right, so it is a tie game now after that miss.
Zach Braff
next
made
one
that
here.
movie?
Comedies.
I'll be damned.
What film had Daryl Hannah's character wooed by a big-nosed fire chief? Almost a
Fire chef.
Daryl
Was it a
Hannah's
fire
character
chef?
wooed by big nose.
Look, it happens.
Fire
You know how many
chief?
matches I've done?
Listen, I'm not going to make funny here, but chef and chief are two very different words.
Totally. And so's that monostrain.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Marcus Ellis.
Roxanne!
That's
That's
correct.
what I was gonna do.
That is the worst song in the history of songs.
So I assume Clark Wolfe.
Horrific
Clark,
song.
You were close enough, Clark. We'll give it to
Clark,
you
you
over.
had it also, or Clark had it also?
Yes,
okay,
there you
Clark
go.
had
She
Roxanne.
had Splash.
All right, so it is
How dare you, sir? Tom
Damn it.
Face's nose
Nope,
is
for
perfect.
4. All right,
2
next
points.
question in the category of family films. What lead actor made his feature film debut as Stanley in the film Holes?
That would
does that
be
gap?
Shia LaBeouf.
Holes. Yeah, sounds like some people out there put some holes in their pants.
Yeah, 5.
Stanley Yelnats.
3, 2, 1, and Clark Wolfe.
Shia LaBeouf.
That's correct.
Ooh.
Mark Ellis.
We miss you in Transformers, kid. Shia LaBeouf.
Hey, the LaBeouf sir.
Said no one. All right, here's the next category. Category of rom-coms.
My favorite.
Who plays Lars, who falls in love with a doll he orders online?
Ryan Gosling is one of my favorite movies ever.
The story of Ken Knapsack.
Yeah, that's true. Ken is not here to defend himself, sir.
Yeah,
Actually,
Ken is not here,
Ryan
but I will
Gosling's
second what
mustache in
Mark
that
just
movie
said.
And
is
I will
one
third
of
it,
the
but she's still not here. 3, 2,
one of the
1.
founding
Marcus Ellis.
fathers
Mr.
of
Cutie
this.
Pants himself, Ryan Gosling.
Clark Wolfe.
Ryan Gosling.
There you go. She
Said with
swooned.
such.
It's in my top 100 movies of all time.
Yeah, let's
Watch
girl.
that list of movies, my
Last
top 100
one here
list
in the category
movies.
of horror thriller.
I bet
Shit.
Good.
Thriller.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson plays a Dr. David Marrow who intends to study the psychological response to fear in what 90s supernatural horror film?
Woo, boy.
Clark is a big
Can you
fan
repeat
of.
the question?
Whoa.
That's number 1.
I'm using it.
Liam Neeson plays Dr. David Marrow who intends to study the psychological response to fear in
that's
what
the-
90s supernatural horror film?
One where he's like
Proud
all
of you. You got
bandaged
through
up, isn't
all
it?
that without stumbling on a word.
It was tough.
There's a lot. There's a lot of big.
Dark
a lot
Man?
of syllables.
Dark
in that
Man?
question.
5, 4,
Is it Darkman?
3, 2, 1. Clark Wolfe.
I don't think this is right. I said Dark Man.
That's
Oh.
incorrect. Mark.
Give me my elephant, The Haunting.
That's
Yeah.
Baby
I said Darkman
It was
too,
that
so.
and House on Haunted Hill came
Now,
out at the same
I'm
time.
a-
All right, so now we're going to hit round number 2, and it's going to work like this. The competitors will spin the wheel. If it lands on a category they don't like, they can spin again, unless, of course, it lands on opponent's choice. But they can spin one more time. They have to take what they land on the second time. There will be 4 questions, 2 points apiece. If you go to multiple choice, 1 point. You can steal 15 seconds to answer the question. Mark Ellis, you have a 1-point lead here. Would you like to go first or second?
I think I'm going to be classy and defer. I will kick
Wow.
off.
All right.
Clark Wolfe.
Let the lady go
You
first.
may have the first spin.
Wow.
Mark
Here
Ellis,
she
letting
goes.
Clark Wolfe. Clark, please give it a good spin.
Put a little Atlanta backbone in that and give that wheel a spin.
there it is.
There you go.
Got the Southern people representing today.
It's a debutante of a spin there. She's a
Bobby
great
Cox
golfer.
would be proud.
Really nice.
Mixed bag.
Mixed bag, okay.
Mixed bag. I'll tell you what, Christian. Mixed bag.
never know.
It's a crowd, not a crowd pleaser.
No, you hate it.
I'm
You
not a
scream.
fan.
So-
Not a fan.
So I think I'm gonna spin again.
Yeah, good call, Clark. Good
Oh,
call.
well, damn.
Even if you land on opponents.
I thought mixed bag would have made it easier for
There
me.
you go. There's another nice spin. The lady from Atlanta,
Oh,
Georgia.
Yep.
The round do not.
I love you, Wheel.
Oh, mixed bag is getting sniffy again.
Action adventure.
Action adventure.
This is also
She does
not good.
seem
All
Okay.
right.
To like
I might
this.
be okay with
All right,
this.
here we go. Round number 2.
All right, Clark Wolfe. What is the name of Gal Gadot's character in the Fast and the Furious franchise?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice. A, is it Elena? B, Riley? C, Giselle? D, Neela?
I think it's Elena.
Giselle.
Correct for 1
Damn.
point.
All right.
Well done, well done. Your second question in action adventure, Clark Wolfe, the classy one. Who co-starred opposite Gina Davis in 1995's Cutthroat Island?
Okay, so it was her husband, but oh F.
I know that movie bankrupt
Multiple
the
choice.
studio.
Multiple choice again. Is it A, Michael Douglas? B, Matthew Modine?
Yes.
C. Clinton Spilsbury, or D. Jeff Bridges?
And I knew it was Matthew Modine, and it's still Matthew Modine.
Sure is. Another single point there for the
Who the
classy
hell
one.
is Clinton Spilsbury?
Mark,
Real person?
I think that's Gina Davis's current husband.
how dare you talk about Clinton Spilsbury? He's a hell of a guy.
That sounds like a swashbuckler.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get the next
He's
two
a
here.
local senator in Atlanta, Georgia. Question 3 for Clarke Wolfe. What is the first name of computer expert and best friend to Benjamin Gates in National Treasure?
Multiple choice.
Lyman?
We're going to go with
Something
A.
like-
Mark, B. Ken, C. Cody, D. Riley.
That was.
I'll go
Very
Ken.
clever. Very
Skalisky,
clever.
well done,
I'm
Who's
gonna
she
go.
gonna go with?
I'll go Riley.
That is correct.
Damn.
Give her the point. Give her the point.
I'm not doing good. I'm not doing
Last
good.
question in action adventure. 1984 saw the release of Romancing the Stone. What is the name of the sequel? to Romancing
the
Stone?
So I think I know it, but
it's
multiple choice.
Is
no,
it
no,
A,
it's,
Thief of Baghdad, B, Pearl of Death, C,
Jewel of the Nile. Jewel of the
D,
Nile.
Dark Crystal.
It was Jewel of the Nile.
That is correct.
All right, so
But there's a
Dark
third
Crystal
movie.
would've
That's what
been
I was
awesome.
actually thinking
so
of.
Clarke Wolfe played small ball
She's
there.
small ball.
And she
4
did
for 4, though.
4 for 4. She gets 4 points there.
Wasn't there a
She just
third
got to
movie?
hope that Ellis doesn't hit all of the 2s, but we're going to see what he
Which
You know
was
who
the
was
one where
great in
Michael
Jewel of the
Douglas
Nile?
and they were trying to kill each other.
Knocked it out.
And
All
Danny
right, so
DeVito
now
was like
Mark Ellis is
reminiscing
up.
about it.
Now,
Mark, go ahead.
hold on. Before
Yeah.
you spin, Mark, I don't know. We can go for the audience here. With your sleeveless shirt, that adds a lot to the spin. So be careful how hard you spin it, because you are unencumbered by sleeves.
I will make sure I'm aware of that, and the pants I'm wearing that are yours are a little tight in the crotch area.
Yes. Yikes. That was a burn against the size of my manhood, and, you know.
90s. 90s.
Ah,
What's
man.
he gonna
I'm
do there?
so terrified of a number of these other categories that I think I'll take what I have and I will go with
Oh, wow. He stays with 90.
I think I'll stick with 90s.
So stick with
if
the
it can't be
90s.
Adam Sandler Netflix movies, let's do 90s.
All right. Mark Ellis in the category of 90s movies. In the 1993 movie Gettysburg, who portrayed General Robert E. Lee?
Multiple choice. If I see multiple choice, then I'll know it.
5, 4, 3.
Multiple choice.
Ooh, multiple choice. Is it A, Tom Berenger, B, Gene Hackman, C, Martin Sheen, D, Sam Elliott?
I think it was Martin Sheen.
5,
Wow.
4,
I think it was Martin Sheen.
2.
Sam Elliott.
That is incorrect. Clarke, would you like to steal?
May I hear the answers again?
Sure. Is it A, Tom Berenger, B, Gene Hackman, C, Martin Sheen, D, Sam Elliott?
I think it's Martin Sheen.
5.
Martin Sheen.
That's correct for a point.
Wow,
Nice steal. Nice
Yes.
steal. That's
Clarke
big.
there, yeah.
Yes.
That is big.
Thinking
Okay.
Spilsbury, but he's not in it. Not in it.
He passed.
The second question here for Mark Baby Carrots Ellis. Who played Billy Crystal's son in City Slickers?
Ah! I know them.
Clarke Wolfe knows the answer.
5.
Multiple choice.
Okay, here comes a multiple choice. Is it A, Jake Gyllenhaal, B, Ryan Gosling, C, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, D, Macaulay Culkin?
I think Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
He didn't leave him at home. I think it's Jake Gyllenhaal.
It is.
It is
Jake
correct.
Gyllenhaal.
That is correct.
Really?
Okay, there we go.
Son of a
this
bitch.
This is some old school tough
Yep,
questions.
yep.
Here we go. Your third question. In The Rocketeer, what does Cliff disguise himself as at the South Seas Club in order to get to Jenny?
Man, 90s not working out for Ellis the way he hoped it would. 5, 4.
I gotta go multiple choice.
He goes multiple choice again. Heavyweight battle here. In The Rocketeer, your choices are A, a chef, B, a cop, C, a valet, D, a waiter.
I'll go waiter.
Probably one of the later two.
5.
Say a waiter.
Correct for a point.
Wow.
Yeah.
Correct
All right,
for
so
a point.
last
I was gonna go with
question
the valet, but they didn't have a lot of cars back then.
So interesting scenario here. Mark Ellis either 2 to tie it up, or if he goes to multiple choice, at least he can get within 1 of Clarke Wolfe.
True.
Last question.
Okay, last question
Lot of
here.
singles.
Round
Yeah.
2. Who directed the Daniel Day-Lewis masterpiece, The Last of the Mohicans?
God damn it, the one I don't know.
Michael Mann.
ties it up.
That is correct.
Wow, all right.
All tied up.
So what's after the first 2 rounds? It is a tie game. No one listen. These are the 2 top competitors in the league, and
Some
it is
tough
a tie
questions.
Game. Tough questions there.
They have been
now
really
we get
tough
to
questions.
Round number 3, and it
Shit.
works like this: the competitors are going to get 3 numbers from 1 to 20. First one worth 2, second one worth 3, last one worth 5 points. Clarke Wolfe, you are the higher ranked competitor in a tie game here.
I will
Please pick
answer
3 numbers from 1 to 20.
I'm going to go 4, 12, and 19.
She chose
Mark
19.
Ellis,
As a Stephen King fan, I have to go with
3.
Clarke now because she chose 19.
As high as I can count.
All right, so we're going to start with Mark Ellis with a category of 1.
Category 1, Mark.
I'm going to
is
answer
war.
Mark's,
What is
but
it
they're not
good
going to
for?
count towards my point.
Absolutely not
total.
war.
Say it
Good
again.
God, y'all.
Here we go. Here we go. Who played Bradley Cooper's wife in American Sniper?
Sienna Miller.
That is correct for 2 points.
All
Give
right.
it to him.
We bounce to Clarke Wolfe
Clarke
here with category
I
4.
forget.
She had a fake baby. It wasn't
Category-
real at all.
Not even close.
Not even close.
Yikes,
Fake arm.
that was embarrassing for filmmakers everywhere. Category 4 is comedy, Clarke Wolfe. For 2 points, who played Principal Roz Mullins in 2003's School of Rock?
Joan Cusack.
That is correct.
2
Give her 2.
points. Wow, back
This is
Scooter,
fourth
I didn't know.
back and forth. All right, here we go. So now we get to Mark Ellis,
I
who
should
had
have
category
shaved
2.
today.
Category 2,
Three-pointer.
Mark's favorite category thus far, 90s movies.
Woo.
For 3 points, Mark, who directed the 1998 family film Babe, Pig in the City?
Babe, Pig in the City.
Yes.
Jesus.
I know it.
It sounds like the first movie of somebody that went on to do other things that were not
5.
Talking Pig sequels.
4, 3.
Brad Bird.
Ooh.
Incorrect.
Miller.
That is correct, Clarke Wolfe.
that's
Thank
Mad
you
Max, son of a
for
bitch.
doing
All
my
right.
job. I appreciate
George
that.
Miller?
Witches of Eastwick.
Well, now we bounce
killing me,
back to
George.
Clarke Wolfe here. Clarke Wolfe is now going to get her 3-pointer, which is category number 12.
Category number 12 here for Clarke Wolfe comes in the category of crime.
Uh-oh.
Crime for 3 points. You'll find Robert De Niro playing the character of Johnny Boy in this 1970s crime drama.
Once Upon a Time in America?
Mean Streets.
That is correct
Damn.
for 3
Clarke
points.
Wolfe going up big.
Give
So,
it to Clarke. Comes
so
up
Clarke
3.
Wolfe, with getting that right, Clarke Wolfe has given herself 2 chances to win. Mark Ellis will get a 5-pointer. If he misses it, Clarke Wolfe wins the game. If he hits it, it'll bounce back to Clarke Wolfe for her to try to win. So here we go. Mark Ellis, you chose category number 3, which was your 5-pointer, and the category is?
The category is dramas.
Dramas. 5-pointer.
Okay, for 5 points, Mark. What name did the operating system voiced by Scarlett Johansson give herself in Her?
Five, 4, 3.
Can you repeat the question?
That I can. He invokes the JTE rule. The drama is palpable. You can hear oohs and ahs in the crowd. What name did the operating system
I'm
voiced by
leaning towards
Scarlett
Sarah.
Johansson give herself in Her?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Mia?
And your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Clarke Wolfe.
I'm going to have to look it up now, see if I was right.
Samantha's
I don't think I am, though.
Samantha was Samantha.
Clarke Wolfe pulling
It
up
wouldn't
an
matter
upset
'cause I'm not gonna
here.
get those
She's
points.
a higher-ranked competitor
I know.
beating Mark Ellis, who was
Samantha. We were looking for Samantha.
Answer. Wow.
I knew it was an S name.
Clarke Wolfe pulls up one of the biggest wins in her career so far, beating Mark Ellis.
Damn
My goodness,
it,
that's gonna
damn
give her
it.
a very
I did not
high
do
rank
well.
here in the Ultimate Schmoedown. She is now 5-3, as is Mark Ellis. They both have similar records, and that was a big win for Clarke Wolfe.
Frustrating.
And some really tough questions all the way around for both competitors.
I will say this: Clarke Wolfe, before a lot of these matches, really gets down on herself
big
a lot. She's like, this match will be short. This match will be short. Do not count on Clarke Wolfe. Ever. Bottom
Rookie
of the
year for a
ninth,
reason.
put the bat in her hand. She hits the home run. Clarke Wolfe came in hot today and really owned it.
She absolutely did. And Emma Fife is talking to both Clarke Wolfe and Mark Ellis right now.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? Emma Fife here with, I am very glad to say, today's winner, Miss Classy Clarke Wolfe. Congratulations on your well-deserved win.
Thank you, darling. And before we go any further, I have a correction to make, because in our match, I said that Gina Davis was married to Matthew Modine during Cutthroat Island. She wasn't. She was married to Rennie Harlan, the director. And that's why I couldn't pull the name out, because my trivia was wrong. But I guess I got the right question. The question that mattered, right?
That's true. You did. I mean, it was a tough match all around. You guys both kind of were just hanging in there in round 2. Some good strategy with the multiple choice.
Yeah, I mean, you know, again, I feel like I played the round
Congratulations,
2 safe,
classy
because
Clarke
Julie
Wolfe.
Nile and Matthew Modine were in there, but I just didn't want to risk getting it wrong. And so, you know, playing it safe with the multiple choice on those 2, I probably could have taken the risk, but I'm just
Mark
not.
just needed
not
a little bit
risk
more
taker,
beta-carotene.
It's okay,
just
Clarke.
like to play it a little safe.
You know what? Playing it safe, you still came out on top.
Yeah, and Mark Ellis is, you know, I said it. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. When I called his match against Dan Murrell, that was when I realized, holy crap, this guy is really good.
I know,
like really, really, really good. And that was a really close one.
Yeah, sometimes he parades around in a carrot costume, but it turns out Mark Ellis actually does know a thing or two about movie trivia. Now, Clarke, going into the match today.
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh
my God, looking good, partner.
Hello, partner. Look at that belt.
Well, thank you. That was a hell of a match. You looked awesome.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, there it is.
I appreciate it coming from you, the champ. It means a lot.
Well, you know, yes, thank you, but I better watch out, because if that was such a good showing, I better watch out for this. But I'd be happy to give it up to you with that trivia. Skills.
Before Clarke Wolfe could potentially try to take the belt from you, though, you've got a big match coming up next week.
I do. Probably the biggest match I've ever played, going up against Dan Murrell and John Roca, 2 of the best competitors in this league. But I'm feeling good. But it's not about me. It's about her.
Thanks, buddy.
Clarke, how are you feeling about your tag team partners' chances at keeping the belt here in this upcoming match?
Great. As we learned in this match, you always bet on Riley.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I like it when justice reigns victorious.
Me too.
Now, Clarke, going into the match today, you were a little tentative. It seemed like you thought things were not going to go in your favor.
Yes, that is correct. That is what I thought. Okay, I'm not trying to put you on the spot. Yes, I get nervous before I play, but I'm telling you, Ellis is one of my dear, dear buddies, but he is so good, and I just sort of knew. I just wasn't feeling very hopeful. I felt like he was going to beat me, and so I went into the match, I think, nervous for sure, but also just like, look, what's going to happen is going to happen. And, you know, but yeah, I was nervous for sure.
Well, your victory today and your many victories in the past, I have to say, Clarke, look at all the women that are competing in the Schmoedown today. Rachel Cushing, I've competed. Erica Ishii, Perry Nemiroff, Breanne Chandler, Stacey Howard.
Yeah.
We've got a really great showing, and you paved the way for that.
Well, I don't know about that, but I love that more people are starting to play the game, because the game is super fun. And look, everybody, if you're a nerd and you love movie trivia, it doesn't matter what you look like, where you come from, you're a nerd and you love movie trivia. And so to me, that's the most important thing. And those ladies are kicking ass, and we're getting some other people just in general in the game, which I love. We're getting the fans in the game, which is super awesome. So the more the merrier. I just think it's really exciting.
Clarke Wolfe keeping it classy as always and being an inspiration to us all. Well, congratulations again, Clarke, on your win today, and we will be right back with Mr. Baby Carrots Ellis. And we are back with Mark Baby Carrots Ellis, who just couldn't quite pull it off today.
Couldn't quite spills the berries, if you know what I mean. Just I got a Clinton.
Do you know, I looked up who Clinton Spilsbury
Never heard
was.
of him.
Yeah, he has one credit to his name. It's like the Rise of the Lone Ranger or something, 1981. Definitely never heard of him. So, you know.
He's probably a friend of Makuga's dad.
Sure.
Either way, it was a fair question.
It was a fair question, not directed at you, but, you know, you hung in there, Mark Ellis.
Hey, you know what? That's what Clarke and I do. Regardless of who we're playing against, we're going to be in there until the end. And unfortunately, I just
viewer ratings
come
gonna
up with an
skyrocket after this video.
I think Clarke probably would have hit the 5-pointer if it bounced back to her. So she played a really great match, and she earned the victory here today.
She definitely did. And those 90s questions you had, man, they were some deep cuts.
The toughest part about this match was the actual wheel categories themselves. There was a lot of pitfalls for me on there. So when I got 90s, I didn't love it, but I was like, okay, I think this is a safer choice. Did not want to spin Tarantino or dramas or something like that. So I got the 90s, and, you know, like Clarke did too, she kind of pinch hit her way around the course, and that's what I had to do as well. And it came down to round
Mark
3.
Would be kind of decent at maybe a drama or even, especially a Tarantino
Clarke Wolfe,
category.
Really become quite the competitor here in this league, wouldn't you say?
She's ranked 4, I'm ranked 5, and as we were talking backstage, it's like, look, this is not going to be a nail in the coffin for either person if they lose. This is me getting back in the ring after a long time off, and I'm not going to go lie on a beach for another 6 months. I think I'm back. I think I'm ready to compete in the Ultimate Schmoedown because I think I'm my best when the lights are the brightest, and the playoff format just, it speaks to me as a human being.
And I mean, you've won the Ultimate Schmoedown 2 years in a row, so both in singles and in teams. So that's something you've still got your sights on moving forward?
Yeah, I definitely think that I have as good a shot as anybody to win the Ultimate Schmoedown again and challenge whoever is going to be holding the belt at that particular juncture. And look, maybe I see Clarke again, and I would be looking forward to that matchup. A little bit of Jaws for the revenge.
Absolutely. I mean, it was a fun match all around. Great fight by both competitors. And yeah, I'd say you keep doing you, Mark Ellis. I believe in you.
Well, thank you, Em. I'm going to go fly to Houston and get drunk tonight.
Now we've got a big match coming up here, one on July 4th and on July 7th. We've got Patriots versus Top 10. How are you feeling about that? As a co-creator of this league, I need to know.
You got to root against the Patriots, but I seriously think they have the goods. I mean, Roca and Nose know their stuff, but I think the Patriots are going to eke it out. It's just too much symbolism on July 4th. I think they get the W. And then you got the collision 3 days later on my birthday. No gifts necessary.
Yeah, how are you feeling about the commissioner going up against the In-Snyder?
I think Harloff's going to get Team Schmo's back on the right. So, I mean, look, Harloff's been on a little bit of a tear here, and Snyder is really tough. He's a cagey veteran. He is cool under the lights, but Harloff is on such a hot streak right now. I think the hot hand continues.
And what about the big 3-way match for the belt?
That could be anybody's game. I think that's all going to come down to the wheel round because somebody's going to spin something they really love, and it's going to take away points from the other two competitors. I love the 3-way format.
Yeah.
I think that this is going to come down to the wire, and I don't like Roca.
Okay.
I think it's either Merle or Riley.
Throwing shade.
Well,
I like Roca as a person.
Sure, but he makes a lot of noise in this league.
Oh, he's a snowball in hell.
Yeah, I can get behind that. Well, again, thank you, Mark Ellis, for your time.
Can I go get drunk in Houston?
Absolutely. Go for it. Back to you, Christian and Josh.
All right, so look at that. You have in the back there, you have Clarke Wolfe, who is talking, and the champion actually came in to congratulate her in the middle of the interview, and we had Clarke Wolfe talking about she was being humble, as Clarke Wolfe is, but talking about having that higher position there in the Ultimate Schmoedown going into it now. She's just going to sit back and see now who does she play. She's up top there, really. I mean, she's going to find out who she's playing. The Collider Collision is right around the corner. I mean, I could be playing against Dan Merle. Jeff Snyder could be playing against Dan Merle. There's so much happening. And then Mark Ellis says, you know, tough loss, but he's not going anywhere. He's back. He says he's back for good, and he wants to play in the Ultimate Schmoedown.
And don't forget, both of these competitors have competed for belts. Clarke Wolfe fought Dan Merle.
Mark's been team champion.
Correct. Mark's been team champion, but also for singles belts, both of these competitors they are both to be feared in this league.
Oh, absolutely. And I think, and look, these two could match up again in the Ultimate Schmoedown, which would be amazing to see. Clarke Wolfe has proven once again why she is one of the elite players in this league. And 100%. Like you said, she always beats herself up beforehand.
She does.
But she always shows why she has the spots that she has. All right, guys, so how about you? What'd you think of the match? Who do you want to see Mark Ellis play next? Who do you want to see Clarke Wolfe play next? Go ahead and comment here, like. We're trying to break the record here. We want to get 13,000 likes. We want to get 3,000 comments. Go ahead and you guys be the ones to do that. Check out right around the corner here. We've got July 4th, the Patriots defending the titles against Top 10. July 7th, a Collider Collision. 4 big matches. The Inner Geekdom Championship. #1 team contenders. #1 singles contenders. And the triple threat match. Dan Merle going for the belt. John Roca going for the belt, and Mark Riley, the champion, trying to keep it. It all goes down on July 7th here on Collider Video. Couple other things to check out: the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook page, the Schmoedown Rundown, Inside Schmoedown with Ken Knapsack every Thursday on the Facebook page on Collider. And then you're going to leave the desk here and go run on over to the other side because it's fantasy update time with that character. Go on over there and that little skunk rat Cody.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? Josh McCouga here with my boy Cody Hall.
What's
Cody,
up?
do your impression of baby carrots.
I'm a baby carrot. That was
Wow.
his carrot.
Do your impression of a wolf.
It's like a wolf.
Get the hell out of here!
I'm not proud of myself today. I'm sorry.
That was terrible. I apologize to all you fantasy people out there. Cody, stay where you are and do not come back into frame until I tell you. Here's your fantasy update. Clarke Wolfe is a champion. She is classy. She has fought for the belt once before in the singles. She will fight for it again. Mark my words. Hold on to her. You know what you could do? If you're looking for a trade, she's at least a two-person trade. Maybe throw up a William Bibiani mixed with a Matt Nost. Maybe throw up 2 players for a Clarke Wolfe because she is worth your time. She's always in the league. She's always fighting. She's always looking classy. And she's always getting those answers that you just don't think anybody else should know, but she does. Even if she thought Gina Davis was married to Matthew Modine when she wasn't, because Matthew Modine is married to wrestling in the movie Vision Quest. Shoop, I'm coming for you. On the other hand,
damn,
Mark
Josh.
Ellis split his points in half. It wasn't a great showing for him. He's my friend. He's my buddy, and he always bets against me. That doesn't mean that I don't like him in fantasy. I actually really like him in fantasy because he always fights and he usually wins. Today was the exception. If you don't have baby carrots, don't face him. Don't fight him. Again, look for a possible trade. Baby carrots is worth an upper tier team. He's also worth an upper tier individual, somewhere in the middle. He's a 2-person trade. You might have to sacrifice a lot. Look for some new people competing. Look for some old people who have competed. They haven't competed in a while. Baby carrots is worth your time. This was a great fantasy matchup. Another matchup we may see in the Ultimate Schmoedown. If you have either one of these competitors, you are doing okay. Clarke with the blood heels, baby carrots with the orange suit. That was a match. I'm Josh McCouga. Cody, come back in here, right?
All right, I'm back in here.
There he is.
All right,
Do
yeah.
another baby carrots.
I'm definitely a baby carrot.
It was a little bit better than the first time.
Yeah,
we'll see you guys next time right here on the Schmoedown.
What did I say? Just trust me. This is going to blow these people's minds. It's going to be the biggest thing that ever happened on this stupid, stupid show. No, I'm telling you, just a little bit longer. These morons have no idea what's about to hit them. Remember, trust me. No. Wait. You gonna come out? No? Too bad. Bye.
What does it all
If
mean?
you like this video, click the thumbs up button.
Do it.
Also, make sure you subscribe to
Do
our
it.
YouTube channel. It'll help you stay up to date with everything we've got going on here at Collider.
Everybody, do as she says. Head over to Collider Videos on YouTube. Give them a subscription because with shows like this and many, many others, I think they have the Collider Jedi Council video that Christian and Mark, I think Mark is one of the co-hosts with that as well, all Star Wars stuff. They have a plethora of different playlists and different videos. They're all brilliant. I can't recommend them enough. It's so much fun. I don't know how many points I got right here. I was so focused on trying to remember my movie trivia that I couldn't math. So probably what I'm going to do is in post, I'm just going to, keep ticking up numbers here for me. Hopefully I did pretty well. So, yep. I know I didn't win. I definitely didn't win. But hopefully I put up a good show. So thank you everybody for watching. Once again, head over to Collider Videos on YouTube. Give them a subscription. You're going to find a link to both their channel as well as this video in the description box below. If you look up right there, you're going to see a little card icon with a little poll. If you played along with me, how well did you do? Did you do pretty good? Did you do okay? Or did you do terrible? I'd be curious to find out how it all went down for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you wouldn't mind, please hit our subscribe button down there and join our notification squad so that we can beat the fuck out of our nemesis and become the #1 subscribed YouTube channel in my city. Guess what? We got a store where we have t-shirts, coffee mugs, phone, tablet cases, all the great paraphernalia that you could ever ask for. And if you love the content that you see here on this channel, you can donate to our Patreon campaign. Don't feel obligated to do so. It's just if you feel like throwing a couple bucks our way, it goes to fund future projects and to paying off the equipment that we've purchased for the channel. None of that money goes for food or rent or anything like that. No, 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 no. It goes right back into the channel, so you are funding the channel. You're not funding me. All right. We're going to catch you in the next video. So until next time, Godspeed to 100,000 subscribers. Matt, where going?
I wish she would have said something.
Let's go find Ham. Like xenomorphs.
Son of a bitch! You just came in like a wrecking ball. I mean, to be fair, you need him in the face like 18 times.